So hi folks, this clip is a passage from Hamilton Island north to Townsville. The last couple of clips have been all 1 or 2 day trips around the Whitsundays, but it was time to move north. The trip to Townsville, if you're just day sailing and going to anchor every night, it's 3 to 4 days. Clearly you can do that much quicker. It's 160 nautical miles. Well, this is my favourite app, Navionics, and you can see we've started down the right-hand lower side, leaving the Whitsundays, a bit of pilotage through the Gloucester Passage, then traversing these large bays to Cape Upstart, then to Cape Bowling Green, to Cape Cleveland, and then into Townsville. And even though we left in the evening, we have the southeast trades behind us, and we're heading off at great speed. So this is details of the first evening. We're obviously leaving the Whitsunday Passage and heading west. Good idea to be flexible and have a couple of places that are potential stopovers for the night. So this is an evening view. And as is pretty common, the wind's fallen out. The visibility is still okay. We're motor sailing here. Well, this is Murphy's Law. If you're heading towards a narrow passage, the wind will always blow from that narrow passage. So we're just rolling in the Genoa. We've already got rid of our main. You can see Gloucester Passage up in the distance. Back to Navionics with a much higher resolution. You can see it's very nicely signed through the Gloucester Passage, and there really should be little navigation issue through this area. So this is Navionics on the day 2. You can see we've gone through the passage and then we traverse these large bays heading north, and our ultimate aim is Cape Upstart. We had a wonderful southeast breeze behind us. And we sat all day with my favourite rig, poling out the Genoa. This is day 3, and you can see we're leaving Upstart Bay behind us, making Cape Bowling Green and across Bowling Green Bay to Cleveland Bay, and then we're going south of Magnetic Island into Townsville. It was a glorious morning to start. But once you got out of the lee of Cape Upstart, the wind kicked in. And we had a fantastic broad reach and got our 36-footer up to 9.3 knots. And we averaged over 7 knots for a couple of hours. This is pretty exhilarating stuff. It was interesting, the Cape Bowling Green was totally different to the other capes, almost all the way up from Brisbane. It was very flat. It's just a long sand spit. And this is turning the corner at Cape Cleveland, and you can see ahead Townsville. And we're going to pan across through the sunset. There's Magnetic Island. And into the Ross Creek towards the yacht club. And this is why you do it all. You wake up in a beautiful place the next morning, and you get to explore somewhere new, having seen some fantastic things on the way.